guys, how are you doing today? Today is going to be the sentencing of Alex Murdaugh. He is being sentenced for his state financial crimes. We got Judge Newman here, Harpootlian's back, Credit Waters. I don't know if I saw Jim Griffin. Jim Griffin might be there. I'm not sure. Definitely saw Harpootlian though. But apparently they came to a plea deal where Alex Murdaugh is proposed to serve only about 27 years. But we'll see if Judge Newman is going to accept that. I listened earlier to some of the victim impact statements. And then Alex Murdaugh went up there and spoke for a while. Now, Harpootlian was like, can my client speak? It's only going to be like 5 minutes. You know what? Maybe 10 minutes. Alex Murdaugh went up there and spoke for I swear it was like 20, 30 minutes. It was pretty damn long. And I thought it was interesting that he spent like maybe 10 minutes addressing the victims, and then he spent like the rest of the time addressing his family. But then he went back to addressing other victims, like his law firm partners as well. But yeah, anyways, we're going to listen to the sentencing, and then I'll talk to you guys to see if you guys want to listen to the part where Alex Murdaugh was speaking. But it's been wild. Hi, Corgi. Hey, how are you? Hi, Chris. Hello. DC2. What is DC2JC? It sounds like a cheat code or something, or like a Steam code. All right, y'all. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. How's it going? I still have the lingering coughs a little bit, which is kind of, I don't know. It's really annoying. And I still have immense like rib pain. And I'm trying to figure out if it's muscle related or if it's like some sort of like inflammation in my I don't know, like visceral lining or something like that. Oh, discharge to Jesus. I'm a nurse. Oh. Hello. Hi, good morning. Hi, David. How have you been? I think court should be in session. I think Judge Newman said right now, actually. We should be here just in time. Hi, King. How's it going? Also, I got a new true crime case that I'm working on for you guys. And it's a case that I've talked about on stream so many times, but I wanted to make a video about it that had all the information. So keep an eye on that. I'm starting the recording process right now. And I think I have to record a little bit more today, and then we'll probably get to editing. But I don't know. I just have so many things I want to work on, but it's just really, really time consuming. But hi, CV. How are you doing today? And then we talked about really getting into the Adelson stuff. Someone told me, or a bunch of you guys told me, that Donna Adelson's ex-boyfriend talked to the investigators a couple days after Dan Markel was murdered. And so, you guys were like, oh, that's a really good interview to watch. So I do want to watch that with you guys on stream. I want to do that one. And then honestly, I'm kind of interested to watch Wendy Adelson's interrogation as well, even though it's 4 hours. But I was like, maybe we could break it up to 2 hours and 2 hours a different day. But I have a lot of stuff that I want to watch with you guys. Hi, Chantal. How are you doing today? Big Vaughn, Edward. Hello, Leela. Did you guys have a good weekend? Hello. And then, there was this true crime thing that popped up on my feed that I wanted to watch as well. Where is it? It was on my watch later list. But yeah, it's I don't know if you guys heard about this crazy story about how this girl essentially had her entire family murdered, and then she had to go and stay with her uncle. But then she realized who the real murderer was. And I don't know. I thought it was so bizarre, but the video popped up my feed again. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch it with you guys, because I don't know if you guys heard about it. I gotta find it. Where is it? Oh gosh, I had so many videos that I wanted to watch with you guys. It's all on my watch later right now. Hi, Biker. How are you doing today? Animal lover, hello.
Words and stuff.
What's up, Blue? Thank you so much for the resub for 37 months on Twitch. Hello. I anticipate the arrival of your gifts, and I'm super excited. The gift that Mariko got me, she got me one of the Junji Ito books, and this one's, I think the cover says Venus. The first two stories in the book are so good. Oh my god, they're so creepy. I was gonna take screenshots and post on Discord, but I wasn't sure if you guys were gonna be super disturbed about it. But I thought it was really cool. Hello, hi Doreen. How are you doing today? Did anyone here watch the earlier parts of the victim impact statements and stuff? I woke up this morning, but I had really bad rib pain. So I kind of just laid in bed listening to it and kind of nodding in and out. You're all for Junji Ito? Let's go. Yeah, it's so creepy. You were. What were your guys' thoughts of Alex Murdaugh's speech? His 5 to 10 minute speech, which ended up being 20 to 30 minutes long. I had to time it. I feel like it was 20 to 30 minutes long. It was really long. You did. It was sad. Yeah, I all the victims that went up there and spoke. You can tell that a way to really move forward from all of this is really forgiving. Because I feel like if you have hatred towards someone, it kind of ends up like, being poisonous for you. So I can see why a lot of the victims say that, like, I forgive you. Even though Alex Murdaugh doesn't deserve to be forgiven, but it wasn't really for him. It was more like, for the victims themselves. But dude, every time when they said they forgave him, I felt like I don't know, I felt like it just made him feel better. I just don't like him. He's just so gross. Self-serving. Yeah. And like everything, I don't know. I felt like he was just spouting out BS for 20 to 30 minutes. And the part at the end when he was like talking about like, okay, guys, like, I really want to vouch for like people who like, have drug addiction. Like, please go and get help. Like, I want to thank, where I went to get, I'm like sober for like, what was it, like 300 something days, 400 something days. And like, I don't know. I like, honestly, like, I believe that he had like a bit of a drug addiction, but I don't think it was to the amount that he was purporting in. Remember during the trial where essentially he was kind of saying that, he was taking about 60 to 100 pills a day based on the calculations that we made. And it was just unbelievable. I don't know. I just felt like there's just so much BS weaved into that. And most of it was self-serving. And I felt like he just wanted people to fill his commissary. Like he's trying to establish relationships again, just so he could be like, hey, like, you want to fill up my commissary? And I think a lot of people in his life cut him out. Like I think his family members for sure. Because I don't know, Buster was not in the gallery. And he spent a lot of time speaking to Buster and to his brothers. And I felt like, I don't know, man. I felt like the family cut him out. And that was his way to try to get the family to listen to him again. But I think he's just trying to manipulate them all over again. Yes, I do. I have both chats up there. I got to do it. Sorry. I still have like, I don't know. It's like lingering COVID stuff, which is really annoying. I hate COVID. Yeah, I got both chats on the screen now. I didn't see it. Now I can tell YouTube chats are all poopy heads. Come join us. You're on there too. Oh, wait, hold on. They don't know that you were the same person. Okay, guys, just spoiler alert. Kiss my bleep on Twitch. The same person is Nacho, okay? Don't let them talk shit. Okay, Woody's interrogation is so telling. She cries hysterically, stops immediately, answer questions. She's quite the little actress. Yeah, that's why I kind of want to watch the interrogation. Even though it's 4 hours long, I want to watch it. Unless, maybe JCS wants to do a version where they kind of break it down. I'd be down to watch that as well. But I think that'll be very, very, very interesting. I don't know. The one of the most like interesting things to me when I watch true crime stuff is to see people go up there and lie and then think that they're believable. And it's just like the crazy lengths they go through to just continue lying. And, and even when they're caught lying, to see them pivot their story and change and like, and all that is very interesting to me. And and there are some people that don't even lie. There are some people that are just straight up assholes and they'll just fucking admit it, but they're just so assholes. But it's the liars and the manipulators that are very, very intriguing because I love seeing their downfall. Don't give my secrets away. Also, Courtney's supposed to be in session. We're just waiting right now. Maybe I'll go to the screen right here. But I don't know. After we watch the sentencing, so we're going to see whether or not Judge Newman is going to accept the plea deal. They had a plea deal for 27 years for the state financial crimes, I think. And we'll have to see if Judge Newman is going to accept that. I think for the most part, the victims and, of course, Murdaugh's side and the state attorney side, they are agreeing to the 27 years. But I did listen to the part where, what was his name again? His name escapes me. Not Eric Bland. There was another lawyer that also has been representing some of Alex Murdaugh victims. Oh, what was his name? Guys, you know who I'm talking about? Hi, Lemon Baked. How are you doing today? None of Alex's family was there. Yeah, I think they cut him off. I don't know, man. I think he was trying to use this as a way to communicate to them and, try to get them to probably fill the commissary. But who was I thinking of? He did go up there. Oh, Mark Tinsley. Oh, yeah, Mark Tinsley. Mark Tinsley went up there and was like, I hate to be the odd man out, but I feel like Alex Murdaugh knows where the money is. Where's the money? Why doesn't he get the money and pay the victims back if he really feels bad for them? And, Mark Tinsley really doesn't think that Alex Murdaugh deserves to get 27 years. If anything, he deserves to get more. And I was like, go, Mark. I agree with you, Mark. I agree with you. Like, I do believe that he deserves way more and he needs to, the money's out there somewhere. It's out there somewhere and Alex Murdaugh needs to give it up. But I don't know. Because it's a lot of money. And him saying that like, I had a drug addiction. I spent it all on drugs. Like, come on, that is just not believable. That money's out there somewhere and he's not giving it up to the victims. And that's just a really sad thing. No, I'm so close to getting Clown 76. I don't know when the season ends, though. Is it already over? I've been playing for the past couple days. I had to take a break for, I don't know, I think I took a really pretty good break from Overwatch ever since like Steve passed away, and I would like hop in here and there, but it just wasn't really fun or exciting anymore. But I've been playing for the last week, and yeah, I've been liking it. But, you know, Mark Tinsley, he like wants to respect the victim's wishes. And so Mark Tinsley was like, you know, like, I'm going to, you know, hold my tongue a little bit here, but I do think 27 years is a little too lenient because, you know, the money's out there and Alex Murdaugh hasn't given it up yet, hasn't given to the victims. So that's what he really needs to do. I don't know. When he went up there and talked about Maggie and Paul, I noticed that he didn't say Mags and Paul. And I think after he said it out loud, he probably realized like, oh shit, like, oh, I need to say Mags and Paul to be consistent. Because after when he said Maggie and Paul, towards the end of his speech, he kept referring to them Mags and Paul. But anyways, you don't know when it's over? Sure. You're probably secretly playing it. He needs folks to put money on the books. Yep. Dude, it's just, man. This guy is just, I don't know. He's still playing games. He is still playing. This is live, right? Okay, I just want to make sure it's not pause. But in my opinion, he is still playing games. Also for today's stream, I don't know. I was going to start watching Wendy Adelson's ex-boyfriend's interview, but we'll see if we're going to, I don't know, might rewind some of this and listen to what we missed. But, oh, man, it's just, I don't know. It's just an annoying morning to wake up to, I guess. Especially having to listen to Alex Murdaugh talk. Like, the guy is just, I don't know, such a manipulator. Like, the tactics that he used. And he wasn't even really, I don't know, like, he didn't really tell the victims why he did it. He was just like, oh, I did it. I'm really sorry. But I just want to let you guys know that I really care about you. And it's just like, you're just manipulating them all over again. And he's like, I want to talk to you guys. You know, I just really care about you. I just want to let you guys know that, like, I still cared about you, even though when I was stealing millions of dollars away from you guys during one of the most times when you guys were, you know, at your lowest, because, you know, these people had like horrible things happen to them. There were people that were back in session. But I might need to change the audio a little bit. All right, guys. We got the sentencing. Judge Newman is here. Hi, Judge Newman. Judge Newman recused himself from all the future murder stuff. We started playing Suika a little bit. Yeah, Dennis is still addicted. I started playing it recently. I hate that game. Infuriating. I think Judge Newman is going to be retiring end of this year. That's what I heard. Also, I want to say, I feel like Alex Murdaugh, the only time he really got emotional was when he was addressing his son Buster. I feel like everyone else, he was just kind of like,
Mr. Waters.
It was all performative. Hi, Go Lucky. How are you doing today? How was your weekend?
During Mr. Murdaugh's presentation to the court, and we would ask him, the defense, I believe, has agreed to let her address the court very quickly.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Yes.
Do y'all see Becky Hill back there? Probably not, but do y'all see her? Apparently Becky Hill's son has been charged and arrested recently. I was reading a little article about that.
Good afternoon. I want to thank everybody for just, you know.
Does the mic work, or you're not speaking into it?
Yes.
Speak a little louder. Speak a little louder.
Good afternoon. I just want to thank everybody for giving me this chance. You Judge Newman. I want to address Mr. Murdaugh. Mr. Murdaugh, it's been years since my mother, Blondell Gary, had passed in an ambulance accident on Old Sheldon Church Road. When he took the case, I trusted you. I really trusted you, like a lot. Like I had a lot of faith in you, because my friend Miss P, she had told me about you, and so I entrusted you.
He scammed her too, right, Miss P?
But you know what? Today, I thank God. You know, God gave me this time just to tell you that I forgive you. I forgive you. And I hope and pray that you would look to him and ask him truly in your heart to forgive you of everything that you have done, all of your sins, because what you did to all of the families is just so wrong. It's wrong. So just ask him, just ask him to forgive you. I forgive you. Okay? Just know that I do. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Ms. Garrett. Your Honor, that would be the state's presentation. I would just say in closing that I think Your Honor just got a taste of what all these victims have gotten. And I think that he talked about these special recollections. It's good to know he has recollections about some things. But he's good. He can look people in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen it all before. We saw it
Call him
for
out,
2
Creighton.
days at the murder trial. We saw it in Dave Owen's car. And all of these victims have seen it over and over again in their interactions with him and in his office. But even as we heard that entire soliloquy, even now, his only concern, the main thing he was concerned about, was how he felt others perceived him, his perception
True.
in the mind of others.
True.
And I'll just close with saying what I said to you right before sentencing in the murder trial, that when he sat there and looked all these victims in the eye, it was the same thing that he had done when he stole from them. It's the same thing that he's done in his interactions with police. And the reality is that not one single person who thought they knew this man, and there were so many who thought they did, not one single person knew who he really was. And Your Honor, it's time for, at least in these proceedings, respectfully, for the system to be done with him.
Yep.
We would ask you to accept the 27 years. Thank you.
I think Maggie was starting to catch on to him.
Your Honor, we have nothing further to say except we urge you to adopt the Attorney General's position on accepting the negotiated plea.
Well, there's Jim.
Where there's a negotiated sentence, as I stated earlier, either the court accepts the guilty plea and impose the exact sentence that the parties have negotiated, or the court will not accept the guilty plea. We've now spent 2 days listening to the recitation by the state and the defense, and I will accept the negotiated sentence and accept the guilty plea.
Yep, I figured.
Mr. Murdaugh, if you'll come around for sentencing.
I mean, honestly, though, Judge Newman doesn't look very happy. Hey, Neko.
It was September of 2021 when the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court assigned me to preside over the pending investigations involving the various offenses that you are being investigated for, initially including these financial crimes and the murder cases. And I have lived with this case now for over 2 years, and I have 34 days left before active retirement. And after imposing this sentence, your life will continue. I will turn the page and leave you behind. You're quite an enigma, a person that many of us thought we knew. And as I stated earlier, I can only recall you as being a fun-loving, happy person. I've never seen you sad. I've never seen you being anything other than a friendly, caring person. And it's so disappointing to see you again in this setting. I believe the last time we saw each other and you were not in jail was at a conference when you were poolside having a good time. And as it turns out, that was a couple of months after the passing of your wife and son.
Oh, was it?
But you were having a good time.
And you thought you got
nothing
away
of
with it.
And then the Labor Day weekend events occurred, and next thing I know, I'm assigned to preside over all of your matters. Not only your matters, but others as well. And we started out with over 100 charges, indictments against various folks, and we've whittled that down to just a handful, outstanding. And I'm happy to turn the page and turn, not turn the remnants over to anyone else, but to certainly turn over anything pending against you to someone else. It's been said that these are white collar offenses. I've never had that distinction. I've never thought of it that way. I've looked at criminal offenses as criminal offenses. You know, 3 property crimes in South Carolina you can get 10 years in prison. People have gotten 10 years for shoplifting, 3rd offense. I've sent people into retirement for committing criminal offenses over and over and over again. But I've never thought of it as being a white collar offense. Haven't had employees do embezzlement, church secretaries stole money, preachers stolen money, many offenses. But I never draw a distinction between a violent crime and other crimes. Certainly the law makes a distinction, and many violent crimes are non-parole offenses. The plea I'm accepting with you, you must serve 85% of the time. The parties have indicated that they are the victims, to the extent that they can be called victims there. That's my preferred term for the group of people who have been preyed upon or victimized. They've all indicated that they would like for the court to accept the negotiated sentence.
Hey,
It is
he is a con
a
artist.
stern
100% agree.
sentence. The question was asked, what kind of animal are you? You're an enigmatic person. I don't know that you understand yourself. What comes to mind is a young man that I sentenced to death penalty for killing a police officer and setting his body on fire. And though personally I was opposed to capital punishment, he was sentenced to death. And in writing up that sentence report, I concluded that he was heartless. He was just empty. And when I see you and I listen to you and I reflect on all that I've seen since being appointed, assigned to these cases, you come closest to that young man. Being empty, I don't see anything.
Yep.
I tried to reach you at sentencing in the other case. I've listened to you here today, and I don't see anything there. Hopefully something will emerge within your spirit, within your soul. Certainly, being a person of your age and intelligence and experience, you have a lot to offer to the people that you encounter on a daily basis in the institution, and I think it's admirable that you've indicated that you will help them and continue to try to do good
No, he's just gonna help himself.
by them. You'll certainly have a lot of opportunity to do that.
How old is he again? Like in his mid-50s? Almost 60? Murdaugh?
As we look at it, all of us, none of us are perfect. Many of us do things that we shouldn't do. It's just unimaginable to me that you have done some of the things that you've done.
Judge Newman?
And whether it's you or someone you become upon using drugs or through the process of just committing the crimes over and over the period of years, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know who I'm speaking to now. But being a person of power and influence, and the question is raised of what type of character do you have? A person who would prey upon folks who are vulnerable and who are of a lower perceived estate than you. How you would prey upon those people.
Yep.
People who you say you love. And you would capitalize on a disparity of what you have versus what they had and what they need and what they desired. In my years, I know of no greater joy as a lawyer that I've had during my 47 years as a lawyer than the joy of of having a satisfied client, of delivering good results for a client and experiencing that joy with them. I can think of no greater joy than I've experienced in being able to deliver on behalf of a client. And I'm sure you've experienced that joy as well until you decided that the only joy you're concerned about was your own. I take no joy at all in imposing this sentence, but it is what it is. And you'll have to suffer the consequences of your acts, continue to suffer the consequences, and hopefully some good will come out of you as you move forward. There are a number of counts here, a number of indictments, and you'll get an individual sentence as to each one. On indictment, GS 4727 for
He's
money
72 years,
laundering,
yeah.
the
72
sentence
years.
is 20 years. Obtaining signature of property by false pretenses, the sentence is 10 years. The second count of obtaining property
Hey,
by
Wawa.
false pretenses, count 7, 10 years. Breach of trust with fraudulent intent, value more than $10,000, the sentence is 10 years.
I feel like Alec hates it when people. Oh, look at Eric
Another
Bland.
obtaining property by false pretenses, count an indictment.
When people are lecturing him.
4730, count 4, sentences 10 years. Money laundering on indictment, same indictment, count 5, sentences 20 years. Money laundering, count 8 of that indictment, the sentence is 20 years. Breach of trust with fraudulent intent, an indictment number 32, count 1, sentence is 5 years. Money laundering under indictment number 33, count 2, the sentence is 20 years. Money laundering under indictment 34, count 2, the sentence is 20 years.
If he was caught sooner with financial crimes, maybe his family would still be
Forgery.
alive. I don't think so.
Value $10,000 or more.
Yeah, but
under
maybe.
Indictment 35, count 5, the sentence is 10 years. The computer crimes under indictment 36, the sentence is 5 years. Breach of trust with fraudulent intent under indictment ending in 37, the sentence is 10 years.
Because I think he was willing to murder his family so he can get
All
pity from
those
people
sentences
for all the financial
will
stuff that he did.
run concurrent
Because at the end of the day, he only cares about himself.
with each other.
Yo, want a
Money
Coke? Yeah,
laundering
Coke,
under
yeah, Coke,
indictment
Coke.
ending
You will
in
daddy Murdaugh on Get
Hey, what's up,
Loud.
Joe? Thank you so much for the 27 months. Hi. Thank you on Twitch. Hi, Turbo. How's it going? Sorry, guys.
concurrent with each other.
How was your weekend?
Money laundering under indictment ending in 38, count 2, the sentence is 7 years consecutive to sentences previously stated. Under indictment 01, 4701, breach of trust with fraudulent intent, the sentence is 10 years concurrent. Breach of trust, fraudulent intent under indictment ending in 02, count 1, sentence is 10 years.
Recovering? Oh, no. Hope he gets well soon. What kind of junky stuff did you buy?
Indictment ending in 10, count 1, sentence is 5 years concurrent.
Hey, Tiki.
Money
Thank you so much for
laundering
the 20.
in indictment ending in 23, count 3, the sentence is 20 years.
What was he initially facing again? Was it like over like 999 years or something? Tiki, thank you so much for the little cute, what is that, a little lemon? It's so adorable. Oh, and I love your profile picture. Is that a chihuahua? Thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I think he was initially facing like 1,000 years or something.
Under indictment ending 24, obtaining goods under false pretenses, sentence is 10 years. Willful intent to evade or defeat payment of taxes under indictment 34.
700 years?
sentences
Oof.
5 years.
Oh, my alert just went
concurrent.
through. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's
You
so
have one
cute.
20-year sentence
Hi, Oni.
and a consecutive 7-year sentence for a total sentence of 27 years. Most of the offenses pled to are serious offenses under the law. Subjects you to the 3 strikes law. You are given credit for time served pursuant to section 241340 to be calculated by the South Carolina Department of Corrections.
I mean, he's already got 2
I think
life
that
sentences for the
completes
murder.
sentence. Anything further
Of his wife
regarding
and son.
this sentence?
Your Honor, just for clarification.
But we'll see what
I think the
happens.
sentencing sheets reflect this, but he's
There's no new
got
trial.
all those sentences concurrent for 20,
Yes.
and then there's one 7-year consecutive sentence. So he's got a 27-year sentence, 85% parole
Yes.
eligible, max out,
Yes,
right?
and it's reflected on the sentencing sheet.
Yes, sir.
Any comment about that, Mr. Waters or Mr.?
That is correct, Your Honor. There's 20 years at 85% and then a 7 at 85%. And again, those are no parole offenses, meaning got to do 85%.
Right.
Or more, depending on how he behaves.
And that's the sentence of the court. Mr. Murdaugh, any final comments?
No, sir, I will just reiterate what I did say
What?
to all of you.
What bullshit
Honor.
now?
All right. Good
you,
luck
Judge.
to
Thank you,
you.
Your Honor, and enjoyed being with you.
Yes, sir. Very well. Enjoyed being with you as well.
Do I think
You're
he's
not on
anxious
the
or
road.
angry? I think he's happy.
Thank you, Judge.
And I think he's going to
Thank
try to
you
get
all
away
for
with the
a
murder
job well
shit.
done.
Because remember, we're still waiting to see what happens with the murder trial stuff with Becky Hill and all that accusations. But yeah, I did hear that Becky Hill's phone was taken. Why would they take her phone? Because apparently her son was accused of illegally recording some stuff. And I don't know what, I guess, like, do they think maybe Becky Hill might be involved? Like, why would they take her phone too? Was he trying not to bust out laugh? He was straight up laughing though. Wait, so have you guys seen the part where he talks and addresses the victims? You guys want to watch that, or did you guys already see it? Because there is some parts where some of the victims were speaking out that I was listening to, and then Alex spoke for a very long time. How long did he speak for? Okay, 153. Oh my God. He spoke for, how long did he speak for? Did he speak for 30 minutes? Dude, he spoke so long. You haven't seen it yet? All right, let me see what I can get up to. This one, Alex is speaking. We're going to listen to some of the victim impact statements. I want to listen to, oh, right here. This is Gloria Satterfield's son.
Eric Bland, and I do want to address that to the court. I want you to know, Your Honor, that my partner has gained some very well-deserved notoriety for his courageous representation of our clients, and that, yes, he has sold T-shirts and other merchandise, and that all of those proceeds have gone to charities, including the Wounded Warrior Project and others. No one came here today to sell a T-shirt. We came here today to finish a job. We came here today for justice. And we trust you, Your Honor, and we trust this court.
Oh, you only got to the victim impact statements? Okay. Oh, right here. Let's get to this part.
Tony Satterfield would just like to say a brief word.
Yes, sir. Mr.
Morning, Your
Sutton.
Honor. I do have one request. Do you mind if I face that way?
That'd be fine.
Because when I talk to people, I like facing who I'm talking to. Thank you. I really don't have words. You lied, you cheated, you stole, you betrayed me and my family and everybody else.
Yep.
And you did that at cost my mom's death, first of all.
Also, don't forget that he testified during the murder trial and his lawyers like went after him. It was so heartbreaking to see that. I know they have to and that's their job, but like still, man, it was just so fucking heartbreaking. Like, holy shit.
A couple Octobers ago, you wrote a half-hearted I'm sorry letter, which was half-hearted because your actions did not follow through that you were really sorry. So I'm going to read you. I have an apology. I'm sorry that you feel like you had to betray us, steal from us, cheat us, and lie to us. I'm sorry that your family has to now go through what they're going to have to go through the rest of their life because of your actions, of what you did. I want you to know that I forgive you. I will pray for you every day, that God get the hold of your heart. And you may not know the gospel, so I'm going to share it with you. The gospel is the death, the burial, and resurrection of Jesus. That's how people are able to forgive people and able to do right and able to pray for those who hurt them and do things to them. So my heart is with you. My prayers are with you, and I just wish the best for you.
And dude, don't forget though, when the insurance companies were going after Alex Murdaugh for the insurance fraud that he did, him and his lawyers were like, well, you know what? Y'all should go after Tony Satterfield's family. They got the money. Like, it was so ridiculous. I don't know, like the court filing stuff, like the stuff that the Satterfield family had to go through, and then Eric Bland being their representative attorney. Like, oh my God, like there's just so much fuckery that screw this guy. Like, honestly, just screw this guy. That was Tony Satterfield.
This is Gloria's sister, Ginger Patton.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Your Honor. If you allow me to speak, and again, I'd like to address it to Alec, if that's okay.
Okay, a little louder, please.
I would like to speak and address it to Alec if you don't.
The mic adjustable.
Can you speak? Do you hear me?
I don't know. Speak on it, please.
Can you hear me now? Hear me
Yes.
now? Now you hear me? Okay. Elliot, Gloria worked very hard for you for 20 years, you and your family. She loved Buster and Paul as her own. She loved Maggie, and she trusted and loved you wholeheartedly. She considered you and your family as her own family. To have her loyalty and love and trust betrayed by you is very hard for our family to understand. We just will never understand. And how you were able to profit from her death is especially hard for us to understand and cause unimaginable hurt to our family. The fact that if only you had given Tony and Brian just a very small portion of the money you stole from them, they would have appreciated it and been very happy while thinking that you had kept your word, done your legal duty, and looked out for them and their best interests.
Yeah, I can't believe that he didn't even give him like a little bit of anything. It's so wild. How much did he get again? It was like a couple million. Like, I can't believe he just fucking just kept it all. Just thought, oh, I'm going to be fine.
Instead, you chose to break the law that
Where
you
did
had
money go?
sworn to uphold. Be greedy and look out for your own best interest. Alec, in time, the wrong you did to so many people may be forgotten, but in hopes that Gloria and her pure heart, full of kindness and love, will not be forgotten, we started the Gloria's Gift Foundation in honor of Gloria and her memory by providing gifts to some needy children.
Yep. If he gets a retrial on the murder case because of Becky Hill, I'd be so mad, but I think he'll be convicted again, even the state would not get the financial stuff in. It will be the financial stuff not being in, and then, if they're careful, of course, financial stuff, the roadside shooting thing may not be in, and then, and Alex Murdaugh not going up there to testify. But now they'll have a better explanation about the whole Snapchat story, though, so, yikes, man.
During Christmas, so that Gloria will be remembered forever. And my heart goes out not only to my family, but today to hear all these families that you did wrong by. Those children that you stole from, everything. They lost a mother, and you stole every dime from them. I just don't understand. Did you not have a soul? I don't get it, Alec. I can't understand it. And I thank God maybe that I don't understand it, because then I might be in the same situation as you. I just don't get it, and I guess I never will get it. So hopefully God will forgive you, because you're going to need forgiveness. I just don't know. I'm lost for words, Alec. You are not the person that I thought I knew. And you come from a good family, but you wasted your life. And I hate you did your family the way you did, because you do come from a good family. And I'm sorry you threw your life away. Thank you, Judge, for allowing me to address.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Jamie and Richard, Johnny Bush, Christopher Anderson, and Randy Drawdy. Mr. Member.
May it please the court.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Thank you, Your
Chunky.
Honor. Beside me is Miss Pamela Pinckney, and she would like to say just a couple of words. I'm reminded of a quote, and I think it's very fitting for today.
I think, is this her lawyer? I think it's her lawyer. I want to just hear from her directly, actually. Yeah, let's hear from her directly. I think that's her lawyer. Hello? Play?
To Mr. Murdaugh, because I am an ordained evangelist and I have Christ in my life. The 23rd Psalm says, Thou preparest the table before me. No, the Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art is with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And because of what you did to me, I thank God for giving me strength to get through what I went through, because without God, I wouldn't be here. And to you, Alex Murdaugh, I never thought that you would betray me and did me and my family the way we did, the way it was done at a vulnerable time in our life, at our lowest estate. We was in a terrible motor vehicle accident, and you just took us for granted. But all I want to say to you is I forgive you from my heart. On this day and forevermore, my prayers and endeavors shall be with you, and God bless you.
Practice in this courtroom in terms of criminal defense cases. I don't understand why
Oh, this is Mark Tinsley right here. Okay, Mark Tinsley.
the label of a white-collar crime is given to these crimes, to the predatory acts that befell all of these people. The money that they were owed was owed because of blood, sweat, and tears. Hakeem Pinckney needed his money. The Badgers, who I represent, 6 children, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, and 11, are left with a single father, and he stole everything.
Do you think he feels bad when people say that they forgive him? No, I think he fucking loves it. I think he fucking thrives in it, okay? I don't think he feels bad whatsoever. I think when they say, I forgive you, like he doesn't even listen to anything else that's said before. I think he just waits for the I forgive you. Oh, they forgive you. Okay, good. We're good. We're straight. That's my opinion.
And so I stand up here to say that I believe in accountability. I don't know that justice is...
See, because right now Mark Tinsley's lecturing at him, and I feel like every time when someone's lecturing at him, he has like these like piercing eyes where he's just like, I feel like he hates being lectured at, you know?
served here, and I don't know that the punishment...
Like, how you just look so fucking evil right here, dude? Like...
in this case is justified, and I don't want to be the odd man out. So I'll just keep it to myself and think it. Alec, you're a broken person. I don't think you're going to...
That, or I think he's just tuning him out and he's just chewing on his lip.
Lie in bed at night and have people come to you. I don't think that those people matter.
Nope.
And I don't know when that happened, but clearly it happened where you matter more. And I feel bad for you as a result of that. I knew Paul and Maggie. I knew
it's
you.
Stanley Piener.
A lot of people thought they knew you. Clearly we didn't. I don't think you've always been this way, but somewhere along the way, you became broken. And you've justified it, and he's justified it every step of the way. And I stand up here, Your Honor, to simply correct the record. They didn't steal $1.325 million from my clients. The bank didn't help. The bank was complicit in every step of the way in enabling Alec Murdaugh to steal and pull this off. You asked about Eddie Smith. Eddie Smith was a check cashing scheme.
Eddie Smith is cousin Eddie, by the way.
Eddie Smith was being paid to cash checks, but that money is still out there, and he knows where it is.
Yep.
He didn't spend all that money on drugs. If he wants to be accountable, he wants to be contrite, he ought to tell these people where their money is.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen. The same as he's not going to lay in bed at night and think about
Damn, dude, I think this part is really what's getting to him.
The wrongs and feel sorry for what he did. I don't envy you in having your job and the decisions you make. I recognize that there's value in finality. And maybe this is the right decision. I respect Your Honor. I respect the system. I stand up here merely to correct the record that my people have not been made whole. We are going to continue to seek accountability from the people that enabled him, that helped him, that were complicit in the thefts of their money. And so that's the reason I'm here today.
Go, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was not happy to hear about that.
Our final
He's like, no, I don't want to listen to these type of speeches. Okay, I just want to listen to the part where people are telling me they forgive me.
to address the court is Mr. Jordan James.
Oh, this part's really sad.
Evening, Your Honor.
Hello.
He's like a close
First of
friend.
all, I want to say I duly respect your job in this entire case. I admire what you did.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Alex. I've been waiting on this day. I've been waiting on this day to look in your eyes. I wanted to sit down with you one-on-one when I found out what you did. I just wonder why. I can sit here all, excuse me.
Hey, Nitrous.
Unlike a lot of these people here, these victims, I got a lot of intimate stuff that I could say.
Yeah, see, the people that spoke before, dude, for me, I feel like I would be like this guy right here. I would be like sobbing it up. My speech would be all broken up. It'd be really hard for me to speak. Ever since like we got scammed by my family members, did I tell you guys? Oh, I did tell you guys. We got scammed by my family members in Thailand over like 12, 13K. And me, my sister, my brother, we are still really sensitive about it. Okay, that still really fucked us up, and that was a couple months ago. And compared to these people, you know, it wasn't like millions, it wasn't like hundreds of thousands, but that shit really fucks you up when you have someone that like, you know, it's your family member, friend, and you thought you could trust them, and they just screw you over heartlessly like that. Like that shit really sucks, dude. That really fucks with you. But I would be this guy right here, man. Try to like, you know, get my words out, but I can't because I'm just so emotional, mad, angry, sad. Like, That's so sad.
You remember all those wildlife hunts I had for law enforcement? Your entire family was the guest of honor. Mr. Buster, Judge Eldroff insisted on me taking care of them for the day. You don't know how many brownie points you got in my life from just that. I trusted you with everything. I knew I was gonna break. I knew it.
Yeah, that would be me right here. Yeah, don't do it. Don't
Black,
letting
can you
people money.
reposition his mic so I can understand?
I knew I was gonna break. Excuse me, I knew I was gonna break. But I got some notes here I don't even know if I can go through. Our family got a deep relationship, man. You remember making a comment to me after I found out, after we discussed the possible amount this lawsuit was worth, and you made a comment to me, and you said, don't spend all this money foolishly.
I think usually that's for, I don't know if it's just only for murder trials or what, but I could have sworn that for the murder trial for Alex Murdaugh, I'm pretty sure Judge Newman also told the victims to not speak to him directly, but to speak towards the judge directly. So I don't know if it's like because of like different types of cases, maybe that's why it's different. But I think it is really nice to have the victims address the fucking person that screwed you over, rather than saying to the judge, right? Because I think it is cathartic for them. This is their way to like really let the other person, be forced to listen to what you have to say and hear you out. Whether or not they're taking it in, because, if it was like Lori Vallow, she ain't listening to you, okay? I'm sorry, but if it's Lori Vallow, she ain't listening. She's in La La Land right now. But yeah, I remember in the murder trial, I'm pretty sure that Judge Newman did tell the people not to address Alex, but to address it to the Wait, why am I seeing so many? Are you guys changing your username or something? Hi, Jonathan. How are you doing today? I feel like I've seen you before, but this is your first time chatter. What's up? How's it going? Yeah, maybe it depends on the trial.
Tell me what you did with $20 million that you stole.
Oof.
Part of it being mine. And I'm sitting there crying. I want everybody to, the judge, I need you to know. I'm not crying because of what he stole from me.
Yep.
I'm crying for what he did to everybody in the suit. These kids, these people dying. I didn't want to come up here and bash you, but I gotta ask you, what kind of animal are you? I can't even go over my notes. I'm not here to be your judge. Ultimately, that belongs to the good Lord and Savior. But may He have mercy on your soul. I didn't want to see you. When I saw you on TV in an orange jumpsuit, it hurt me. Still wasn't mad at you. But this judicial system put together a system to deal with people that make bad choices. And my friend, you chose to make the choice you made. So I need the judge to know that I am in full favor of the court's recommendation for the 27 years.
Hello, Vino. How's it going today? Hello. Oh, Venom. Why did I read your name like that? Hey, Venom. Hi, KK. How's it going?
I can go back to us going to mediation. That you affected my wife. You chose to have Maggie deal with us those 2 days we were in Charleston in mediation. She catered to us hand and foot. You told me where to go and check in my room. We did. From that point, we never drove another foot. Neither did you. Maggie drove us everywhere we went. When all this came about, Paul, and Maggie, I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. But after sitting here today and hearing some of the devious things that you did to people, these victims here, changed my mind, bro. Once again, I ask you, what kind of animal are you? Boy, I gave you my all. I would do, the money you stole from me, you could have asked me for it and I would have gave it to you if that's how I felt about you and your family. You didn't have to steal it from me, man. And I still, if there's any way possible, you set it up for me to be on your visitation list. I want to sit down with you. I want to look you in your eyes and talk to you when I can really talk to you. We got some intimate things we can talk about.
I would like that.
But why, bro?
Apparently, like after the murder trial, he wrote like a bunch of letters to like family and friends, you know. I don't know if he was just trying to connect with them, or maybe he was just trying to get in their good graces, or if he was just trying to maybe get them to help him out a little bit, you know, maybe fill his commissary or something like that. Like, but just wait until you get to the part where he speaks, okay? I think it's so fucking manipulative. Oh, God, it's like so gross.
Why? Such a talent. Do you know what you just threw away? You know how talented you are? I don't understand. Mr. Harpoonian, nothing to do with you, but you made a comment earlier about the attorneys trying to sell bobbleheads and cups. Can you represent this man to sell those bobbleheads and cups to repay the victims that he stole from? Thank you.
Yeah, because I wonder the victims, how much money did they even get back? Like barely anything, right? Was Harpoolian trying to say that, like, oh, there are people out there that are publicizing this trial and they're trying to profit from it, so that's why they're selling bobbleheads and T-shirts, cups, or whatever? Is that what Harpoolian was trying to say?
Your Honor, that is all of the victims that wanted to address Your Honor today. I've obviously already spoken extensively. I know that we need to get to the defense and might have some final.
All right, Harpoolian.
What? 10 minutes, I'm told. The only
Oh no, this is where Harpoolian lies.
possibility of parole for the murder charges. He would like to address the court and these victims, if Your Honor will permit it. He has a statement he'd like to read to the court, which should take about 5 minutes. And then, as I understand it,
It wasn't 5.
10 minutes, I'm told. The only other thing we would say is this, that we, subsequent to today's proceedings, will attempt to work, and we believe we can work out a restitution amount.
So Harpoolian's like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops. Oh, sorry, restitution?
As the Attorney General's indicated to you already.
Do y'all have an agreed number of days that he's entitled to credit for pursuant to section?
All right, so we're going to get to the part where he speaks, and it is now 5 minutes long. Oh boy. So when he speaks, I'm going to pause through it a lot and talk through it just to give you guys a warning, because I feel like we got to talk about it. Just listening here, like when I was listening to this on my iPad, just uninterrupted, I was just so bothered. Like, I have to talk about it. So we got to talk about it.
So you need a hand free or are you good?
Having a hand free would be helpful, but I can handle it without it.
Okay, cool. At least one of this.
Yeah, see, I feel like he tries so hard to be like charismatic, to be lightheaded, because there was a time where I think a couple weeks ago when he showed up for court again, I think he was trying to be like lighthearted about something, like, a little giddy, and it's just like, oh God, this guy is like, I really do get like sociopath vibes. No, I don't have a cold now, but I have the lingering coughs, and then my rib cage muscles are excruciatingly painful. I feel like I broke my ribs or something.
Can I just like this? Just a free cuff? Can I take that off, sir?
Pardon?
Can I just take this free cuff off?
Sure.
Oh wait, hold on a second. My package came. Let me go get my package real quick. Give me a 2 minutes break. Stretch. Get up. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's like really painful in my chest, and then my rib muscles are like super painful. Is that a thing? Dislocating ribs? Hey, Will, how's it going? He forgot his hands were free and kept bending way over to wipe his face. His perpetual dry mouth with nauseating. Yeah, I don't know if you can dislocate your ribs. I feel like it's like there. I know you can break your ribs, but I don't know about dislocating it. Oh man, okay. Let's do this. Hi, Rod. Yeah, I can't imagine people who break their ribs because every time if I cough, I sneeze, it's so painful, and I feel like the pain just like gets worse and worse. Well, here's the thing. I don't know what happened to my doctor's office. I've been calling them for like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks. I actually called them 3 weeks ago to set up an appointment. They never got me back to me. I called them 2 weeks ago, left a voice message. No one got back to me. And I called twice this week and it just keeps going to voice message. So I don't know if something happened and they shut down or what, but I can't get any contact with my doctor's office. Oh, do you see Steve? Oh yeah, that's a baby Steve. But yeah, I don't know. I should probably go to the doctors because I don't know, man. I don't know if it's like a muscle thing because I'm taking a lot of like ibuprofen. I don't know if it's a muscle thing or I don't know if it's like maybe like some sort of like really bad inflammation with like maybe like my the lining of my lungs or like the rib cage area. But yeah, I don't know. It's like so painful. It's really hard to get up and like do stuff. And then the coughs are really annoying because like I was filming a video yesterday and it was really hard to film because like I kept having the urge to cough. Yeah, I don't honestly like the breathing is fine though. So like I do get chest pain when breathing, coughing, laughing, or sneezing, but I can breathe fine. My breathing is not labored or anything. What do I do to hurt myself? I think it's just all COVID related from like a month ago. So I think either it's like COVID related and it's something really got fucked and inflamed, or because like after COVID, I still had like really violent coughs, and the coughs may have like caused me to pull some like muscles in my body, like back muscle and front muscle, stuff like that. Oh, you bruised your right rib on the cyclone roller coaster. Oh, that does not sound fun. I can't do roller coasters. A humidifier? No. If humidifier helps with like because like sometimes my nose gets dry, but nah, humidifier don't do shit, man. But I just have to be careful. Like I try not to no fever. So I feel like any of the stuff that you would think that like would be kind of like like pretty like bad. I don't have. My breathing is fine. I don't get tired easily. I have like energy levels pretty good. I don't have a fever. There's no marks, no bruising or anything like that. Like everything's completely fine. That's why I think that it might just be some muscle related stuff, but it's like painful as fuck, dude. It's like it hurts so much. And then Shiro, he stepped on me the other day in bed, and the pain was so bad that like for the entire day it got worse. And then the next day he stepped on me again, and then the pain just got like anytime if Shiro steps on me, it like hurts so much, and it'll be bad for like the next day. I have a sense of taste. No diaphragm hurting. So that's why I haven't gone to urgent care yet or anything like that, because I'm like, I'm fine. It's just that it's just really painful. I was thinking maybe going to the doctors and maybe they'll give me like a muscle relaxant. Maybe that will help. But yeah, I just like try not to sneeze because sneezing hurts a lot, and then coughing hurts a lot too. Good that your dog is small. Have you seen him? Have you seen this chunky dog? What do you mean he's small? Look how big he is. He's such a chunky little boy. He's like 35 pounds. He's a rattlesnake right now, though. He's rattlesnaking. I don't want to wake him up. Can you take a deep breath without coughing? Not really. I mean, no. Sometimes I can. Yeah. Intercostal muscles, the ones between your ribs. Yeah, I was thinking of that too, because the pain is like right here. It's like really painful. And then it's in my side, and it was in my back. The back part healed is because I think I don't really use my back muscles when I sneeze or cough, but the sides are like really tender, and then right here hurts like a lot. Like, You love muscle relaxers? It's so good. I used to take muscle relaxers. I feel like I didn't feel anything. They used to prescribe to, and I used to get like neck pain and stuff. But yeah. That sucks. I had the issue last year. No, how long did it take for you to get better? I don't know. I talked to my friend who's an ER doctor, and, you know, as long as, like, my breathing is fine and I'm not having a fever, he said the only thing, it could be really bad if I had, like, a blood clot. And then, like, or if, like, if I had a blood clot, or if one of my lungs collapsed. But I mean, I'm breathing fine and stuff like that. But the blood clot thing, I'm not really quite sure about that. Yeah, because when I was coughing, they were so violent. They weren't just like, they were like, like, they were like so violent. And I kind of just leaned into it because every time I cough, I would cough up the junky stuff. And that's why I wanted to cough more when I was sick, because I wanted to get all the junk out of my lungs and like stuff like that. But I think because I did that, you know, it really fucked my body somehow. Drink lots of alcohol. I'm good. It's going to cause more inflammation. Wow, you're killing me here. All right, guys, let's get back to, would you guys label Alec Murdaugh as a narcissist? I don't know. Is he a narcissist? I feel like he seems like a narcissist. I mean, I know for sure manipulator, opportunist. I mean, I'm leaning more sociopath than anything. I don't know about narcissist. Was it yellow? Yeah, it was like yellow, green, like all that gunky stuff. I don't want to gross you out. All right, back to Alec Murdaugh. He ain't speaking for 5 minutes, okay? Whew. All right, guys, let's do this.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I've said worse to my Twitch chat, not my YouTube chat, though.
I want each of you that spoke to know that I listened to you. I heard you. Your pain and your hurt is palpable. I get it. It's reasonable. And I promise you that it resonates with me.
Honestly, sounds like a rehearsed speech. Because remember, he would say that, like, I talked to them, I looked him in the eye, and I lied. I felt like he had, remember the speech he had in his head during the murder trial that he kept repeating over and over and over again? I felt like he was trying to do that here, and then he probably realized, like, oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me make sure this is not, like, super rehearsed, and let me just break the pattern up a little bit.
It's reasonable, and I promise you that it resonates with me. I understand it. I hope that the time will come when you can look back and know that despite the things that I did, that I care about each one of you.
No.
Because I do.
No, you don't.
I did terrible things. Each of you placed your trust in me. I was very proud of that. And I'm still today honored by that fact. That I deceived each of you. Terrible. I did terrible things. Things that I'm thinking about right now. Caused me to be hurt. Caused me to be disturbed.
It caused you to be hurt and disturbed?
It is so important to me that you know how bothered that I am by the things that I did. And that's important to me.
I mean, and also, like, I feel like it's not really coming out in his speech as well as his body language. He just seems really agitated to me and kind of, like, annoyed that he's up here and having to say all of this. Honestly, that's how I feel. Hi, Tim. How are you doing today? How's it going, Leela? Hello, hello, hello. You know, like, you guys ever had someone that did you so wrong, and instead of them, like, you know, kind of like really apologize and explain to you why they did and all this stuff, they're just like, you know, I really care about you. You know, like, I just want to let you know that, like, I really care about you and I really do love you. And it's like, okay, that means nothing to me, but go on.
After hours, days, weeks, months of self-reflection, I know now that I took more and more and more pills because I was hiding, or attempting to hide from the reality of the things that I was doing to all of you.
No, and here we go with the pills again. He's blaming it on the pills. I don't think he's really taking responsibility. And Wayne, that sounds so painful. That actually happened to me when I was a kid. I was riding my bike and I crashed into the curb, and dude, it was the most horrible pain I've ever had, ever. It was so bad. But luckily I was fine. But yeah, anyways, like, honestly, like Alec Murdaugh, like, oh my God, he is phony as a $3 bill. Oh boy, he's like, it's not me. It's the pills. Remember Creighton Water told you that I was taking like 60 to 100 pills a day? Well, that's true. It was a pill addiction, okay? The pills did it. It wasn't me. It was the pills.
I do care about each of you.
Here we go again.
I have special recollections of my interactions with each one of you outside of the terrible things that I did. JJ. I felt as close to you as anybody. I still do. As anybody I can think of. We grew up together. With JJ, we hunted and fished together, alone, all over the low country. I mean, I think we've talked to each other about everything that's important to both of us.
Cecilia, why did you delete your comment? I was going to read it out loud. That was funny.
And man, I hate the things that I did. Our daddies were the best of friends. I mean, I mean it. When I say that I care about you, as hypocritical as that seems in light of the things I did, it is so very true. I did care about each of you, and I still care about each of you.
That's so, I don't know, that to me right there is just like manipulation. I care about you, really, I do. I care about you. Okay, you've said it like 20 million times now, but get to it, get to the meat of it. You know, and he's trying to connect with the victims by saying like, oh, okay, well, here are the good times that we had. Just to remind them, like, you know, there were good times between them.
Michelle, I can't think of a bad day that a hug from Miss Carey and a kiss from Miss Carey that she would always give when I would see the two of you, because I never saw one without the other, that wouldn't make better. And it was usually accompanied by some sage advice or words of wisdom that were always so perfectly appropriate for whatever was going on.
Wait, hold on a second. It's the pills, it's the dwarf ninja assassins again who stole the money. Oh, Harpoolian tried. I remember that. Harpoolian was like, well, you know, the shooter is probably like 4'2" or something. Or what was it again? They had like their own like theory of how tall the shooters would have been. Oh my God, I forgot about that. The murdacity. Yes, that's a comment that I saw. There was another comment too. He's in denial, not the river in Egypt either. We had such good times, so I stole your money so we can keep having good times together.
I truly love her, and I love you. And I am so sorry. There's so many others that aren't here today that I hope will listen or be listening one day, like Dion. Dion's daddy, one of my dearest friends. I can still remember going to Dion's graduation, spending time with him. One more thing, JJ, going back, I do want to tell you as to how close I feel to you. My wife loved you, and you are absolutely right about everything you said, but you are dead wrong about one thing, and I would never hurt Maggie, and I would never hurt Paul. And it is important to me.
He's still trying to convince everyone. Also, notice he didn't say Mags and Paul Paul. Whatever happened to Mags and Paul Paul?
That you know that. Because she did love you. And I hope you know that.
God, he's taking this moment to proclaim his innocence on the murder stuff. Like, seriously, dude. Like, everything is just so self-serving. Come on.
And I hope you know that I mean what I say here today. Jamie, Bishop, man, Damien's uncle and daddy were as close to me and my daddy as people can be. Lord knows, Tony, I went to elementary school, middle school, high school with your aunts and your uncles, Ginger.
Yeah, dude, he is pulling at the heartstrings, man. Address what you did, why you did it. Honestly, though, if he went up there and gave an explanation, like, guys, like, I don't know what happened. Like, I had the intention of paying you back, but then I just kept going into more and more debt, and I kept taking more and more money. And then honestly, I was just in this loop of just like, continuing to lie to you guys. And I just didn't want to lose the lifestyle that I had, with my family. Like, I put my family first. I'm so sorry. I put my family first before you guys. I took money from you guys. And I really just did it, for me and my family. Like, he should have said something like that. Like, it wasn't even like that. But the thing was, like, I think he took, like, all of their money. I don't think it was just, like, him taking, like, I think initially he may have taken money here and there and then put it back. But at some point, he just straight up just took the money and it's just like, okay, well, where'd the money go? Oh, it was the pills. Oh, the pills did it. All the money went to the pills. Like, dude, like, there's no explanation. Unless I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't really explain why he did it and how he did it and all that stuff. Don't give him tips. He don't watch my stream. Okay, he don't like me.
How many classes did we have? I mean, I've grown up with you guys. I mean, Tony, you, and Brian and Gloria are like a part of my family. And I mean that as hypocritical as that sounds, and me saying it, as hypocritical as it sounds, it is the absolute truth. That does bring me to a point, and I will say that I said to Mr. Mr. Bland, Maggie and I raised our two boys with input from her mom and dad and input from my mom and dad. But we are the people who raised those boys. And us alone. With the help of my sister. Now, with that being said, Eric, there is no person, period, that was more important to my family than Gloria was.
Mm-hmm.
To all of us.
Words don't mean shit. It's all about actions.
To me, especially to Maggie, to Paul,
if you ever had to write an apology, you'll hire me. Oh, by the way, bleep, your stuff shipped. Yay!
Lord knows he adored her. And I hope you know that. And Buster. And me too. I adore her. And I am so sorry. So sorry for the things that I did. And it is important to me that you know how sorry I am for the things that I did to each of you.
Because he cares how people perceive him.
There's no guys. And Danny looking at you here kills me, knowing what I did. And you guys, we shared every facet of my life with every member of my family. You are my family, Danny.
And that's where I thought it was gonna end, but he keeps going. Got it, next page.
And I have some more to say as we go along. We'll talk in some more detail. But to you, it is so important. Two things today that are most important to me is making sure that you do understand that I do care about each and every one of you. Number one. And number two, that I am so sorry and that I hate and am so bothered by the things that
I'm sorry, but just because you repeat something over and over and over again doesn't make it true. You know, just because you keep saying that you care about them, well, your actions have showed otherwise.
I did.
And it's not like he gave the money back, and it's not like, you know, these people still don't have the money. Where's the money at?
And this brings me back to the text that came out in trial that I believe I sent to my paralegal, Christy, as I became better and less sick in rehab. One of the things that bothered me was knowing how I hurt the ones I love the most, the worst. And you all are included in that sentence.
Wait, did you guys hear that? He says, I hurt the ones that I love the most. Yeah, look at what happened to your friends and family. You screwed them out of their money, your clients. You screwed them out of your money, your business partner. And then what did you do to your wife and son? You fucking murdered them. So that statement right there is true. That's probably the only truest statement that he said so far. Buttering them up. Yep. Laying the excuses. Yep. Listen, I've gotten apologies from fuckers like these all the time. Okay. I know what it's like to deal with someone who's not apologizing because they feel bad, but they're apologizing because, you know, they just want to save face and they just want to make sure that, you know, they still get something out of you, out of this relationship. Right now, fuck that. This guy's a manipulator. Oof.
I hope you know that. Tony, Brian, when I decided to make up the story and the claim about the dogs and Gloria, I did it with good intentions of helping you. I am so sorry that those intentions very quickly became selfish.
And I wonder how quickly, because honestly, though, I don't think that he had the intentions of really helping the family. I think he just saw, holy shit, $, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm going to make money off of Gloria and her family. Just another way to make money, another avenue of just money making, you know? Like, I honestly don't think he did it with the intention of, oh, you know, oh my God, let me help with the housekeeper and like her sons. No, I think he was just like, he saw $signs. The moment she fell, he saw $signs. And the moment that she passed away, unfortunately, a week or two afterwards, he was like, yes, cha-ching, let's go. Like, honestly think he just had intentions, like they were just malicious intentions all the way through. Especially since he's been doing this for so long. Did his brother show for the sentencing? I don't think anyone did. So he does address his family members, but there was no camera pan to Buster, to Randy, to John Marvin, anyone. I don't think anyone showed up for him. And I think they probably cut him off. And I think that's why he ended up taking this time to really address them, because he actually talks to them for a very long time. And everyone's like, where are they at? I don't see them here.
And I am so sorry that I continue to involve you in my actions. And I am so sorry for everything that you, and I want to make sure the whole family knows that I am so sorry for everything that you have been through.
And I don't believe that, because a couple months back, he was still dragging the Satterfield family into like the court filings and stuff like that. I don't believe any of this shit.
And JJ, I really want to take you up on your offer.
No, JJ.
That you proposed earlier. But I also hope that in time, that each of you will be willing to talk with me, because I would like, as time moves on, to continue to reiterate just how sorry I am and just how important it is to me that you know that.
Dude, JJ, like, maybe go there, talk to him, get your piece out again, you know? Maybe it's therapeutic for you, but do not let this man manipulate you. Because I think what he's trying to do is he's going to try to manipulate everyone around him all over again to take money from them, to get him to help, you know, be like, hey, you know, like, I need some money. Can you like fill up my commissary, please? Like, I honestly really do think that's the intention here. I think he's just going to try to manipulate these victims all over again. Like, hey guys, like, you know, be nice if you guys can like set up a time to come meet with me just so I can manipulate you all over again and victimize, you know, you guys. And yeah, like, I don't know, man. They got to be careful with this guy. They got to be careful with this guy.
So I'd like for you to think about it. Despite what was said in this courtroom today, I can tell you that through my attorneys, I have been asking for a plea offer since the very beginning.
Oh, this is gold.
The very beginning. I formally pled guilty within 2 weeks of receiving the very first plea offer. that was in this courtroom however many days ago. But I formally pled guilty within 2 weeks of receiving the very first plea offer. And you've heard a lot of talk about the sentence, and I will tell you that the sentence that I'm agreeing to.
And this is what a master manipulator always does in a conversation when they're apologizing to you. They will give themselves brownie points. They will point out why they have done something good for you, when really at the end of the day, it was just really for them. So he's saying that like, oh, you know, the moment I got charged, well, I pled guilty within 2 weeks. I pled guilty within 2 weeks. But what you don't realize was that, you know, the reason why I was going back and forth so much was probably because he wasn't happy with the sentencing deal that the state prosecutor was probably presenting him. It was probably way higher. And he was probably like, oh, no, I don't want to do that much. Can you make it lower? Like, honestly, like he's giving himself brownie points for this. This is something that a victim should come to realization on their own if they wanted to. But he's like, nah, let me do it for you. Let me do the thinking for you, okay? I said I was guilty within 2 weeks. But also, you got to remember that it's not that he was the one who, you know, felt bad and came out to these victims. He got caught. He got caught. He knew that he was fucked. He knew he was guilty. So that's why he probably pled guilty within the first 2 weeks. But there was probably issues with, like, you know, the sentencing thing because he probably didn't want to serve a fuck ton of time, right? Yeah, this is just so crazy. Oh, man. Hi, Ozzy. How are you doing today? Look at himself right here, patting himself on the back, giving himself brownie points.
In 2 weeks of receiving the very first plea offer. And you've heard a lot of talk about the sentence. And I will tell you that the sentence that I'm agreeing to is harsher than I wanted. It's certainly harsher than I had hoped for.
What do you think he wanted to serve for this? Do you think he wanted to do like probation only for like 10 years? He said he didn't want to do 27 years. I think 27 years is way too freaking lenient because he was facing over like 700 years, okay, initially. Over 700 years. So I wonder if he was like, no, you know, I initially just wanted to get probation off of this. You know, I didn't want to go to jail. 27 is way too much. But you know what? I'm doing it because of you guys. I'm sacrificing myself for you guys. I took the 27 years, okay? Oh, God. You're so gross.
I will tell you that while I am pleading guilty for a number of reasons, all of which I believe are valid, none of those reasons is more prominent than my hopes that seeing me punished will help each of you heal and begin to be able to put this behind you.
But you know what really helps them? You giving them the money. You don't even have to give them all the money. Give them some of the money, most of the money. Give them something. Where's the money at? Is this for the financial or for the murder? The murder stuff is, well, I was going to say the murder stuff is done with, but technically it's not because there's an investigation going on, possibly. This is for the financial stuff. This is for the state financial stuff, him scamming his clients. And a lot of the clients that he represented were people that were like in horrible car accidents, had horrible things happen to them. And they needed to hire an attorney to represent them to get their money back, or not get their money back, but to get their money in general, you know, to get their payout and stuff like that. And he literally, it's crazy. Like he would get the payout and then he would either just spend it like it was his own bank account and then put the money back, or he would just take the entire settlement and then he would just not give them anything and then lie to them and say like, oh, the money's not here. The money's not here yet, you know? So I don't, it's just wild. He's had so many victims of this. Not only that, he screwed over his like law partners because the law firm that he was working for, I mean, he screwed their shit up too because now they have to pay out the money to the victims or try to. I think they paid some of the money out, but I honestly don't know how much money the victims even recovered. I know some of the victims might have gotten most of their money back, I think. I remember hearing about the two girls. Oh gosh. Was it the two girls that had their family in a car accident? Oh, I don't remember. But I felt like I heard there was like one or two families out there that got like, you know, a good amount of money back. But I think a lot of people here like were just out of it. Yeah. But I think right now he's just trying to manipulate them to try to build a relationship with them. And then he's going to try to victimize them all over again. I hope not. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. But hey, Jenny, 66 months. Thank you so much for the resub. I was going to say the rescribe. Thank you so much for the resub on Twitch for 66 months. How are you? How was your weekend? Happy Thanksgiving. Are you guys all eating your Thanksgiving leftovers too? I still have my Thanksgiving leftovers and I'm not sick of it. As long as I have gravy, I'm not sick of it.
Because I can see it. I mean, I can see, I can feel, I know what you've been through.
Do you though?
I don't know it, but I sense it. And I am so sorry. Now I want to talk to a few different people. I want to start with Buster.
This is where I do think that his emotions are real here for Buster. I don't think they were real towards the other victims, but I think towards Buster, I think this is some real emotion here. And that's why it's taking him so long to compose himself. I just want to tell you guys, I'm speeding up, it's at 1.25. But he takes a bit to kind of compose himself in order to address Buster. Or maybe he could just be manipulating us right now and Buster, you know. But I think these emotions here are real. But what comes out of his mouth, that's a different story. No, I don't think Buster's there. I don't think anyone there for him.
Buster. I am.
Yeah, I think he actually means this part.
I am so sorry that I let you down. I am so sorry that I have not been able to be with you during such hard times.
That you cause.
I am so sorry that I did so many things that are so contradictory to every single thing Mom and I ever talked to you and Paul.
Did you guys hear the phone calls between him and Buster? Where Buster kind of sounds like he's annoyed with his dad, and his dad's like, oh, hey, can you I think he was trying to get Buster's girlfriend to do a favor for him. Either get him like a phone card or something, or load up his commissary. It was something like that. And Buster just seems really annoyed, in my opinion. He's just like, oh, what do you need to talk to her for? And then Alex Murdaugh just tries to play it off like, oh yeah, I just need her to do something for me, you know? And then Buster's just kind of like, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you guys heard about it?
I am so sorry. I am so very sorry that the things that I did and that I am pleading guilty to here today have somehow caused some people, especially people on social media, and some people in the media, to somehow believe that based on the things that I did, that it's somehow okay to make false, baseless, unsubstantiated claims against you that are not only based on no facts and no evidence whatsoever, but are also not based on any semblance of reality whatsoever. And I am so sorry that you have had to go through that. I know, Buster, that you know.
I guess he's talking about the Stephen Smith accusations.
That I have always been proud of you. I have never been more proud of you than I am for the way that you have handled all of the adversity that I put on you. Your whole family is proud of you.
Alex Murdaugh.
Oh, is it this?
Mom is proud of you. And Papa is proud of you. I see in letters, emails, and messages that people give to my attorneys how impressed people are with the way that you have carried yourself through all of this. I want you to remember that rational, reasonable thinking people never make as much noise as haters do. I want you.
I can't believe he said the haters. Oh boy.
To continue to tune them out and continue to be the bigger person as you have this whole time.
Keller.
I want you to continue to stay positive. And stay the course.
Right? Do y'all get that feeling too that Buster and Alec Murdaugh are not talking right now? Maybe Buster cut him out. I feel like they're not on speaking terms because of this. Or maybe they are and he's just doing this just for show to other people.
I love you so much. And I am so proud of you. Next, I'd like to address and speak to my mom, my brothers, my sister, my nieces and my nephews, who I love dearly, my aunts, uncles, cousins, the rest of my family. I am so sorry that I let each of you down. I am so sorry that I humiliated each of you.
Apparently Buster's girlfriend had passed the bar, got the JD without cheating. The lawyers are after some of the jurors, Clark, and now her son. Who is going to want to be part of the next trial knowing this? They have a lot of power. I only heard about the son stuff, but I don't know what prompted that investigation. I saw that her son was like arrested or something, right? For being charged with like secretly recording calls or something like that. And then they got a hold of the of Becky Hill's phone. But I don't know. I don't know if it's like something that like the lawyers are going after. We'll see what happens.
I am so sorry that I destroyed our family's reputation. With these terrible things that I have done. I am so sorry that my actions that I'm pleading guilty to here today somehow made people on social media and in the media think that it's okay to falsely attack two of the three best men that I've ever known. And that's my father and my grandfather. Two men who spent their life in service, helping others.
All right, can we go back to the victims now? Like, I don't know, and I feel like he's just using this as like a stage to speak, and like, if I was the victims, I'd be like, what the fuck am I listening to?
Two men fully and wholly committed to justice. Two men who were most honest.
He's like, this is my moment to shine.
And most decent. And if they were here today, two men that would be devastated.
What kind of pills did he say he was taking again? What kind of pills were they?
By what I have done. And you know that. And you know that.
When you take Oxy, does that make you lose your appetite? Because if you're taking 100 pills a day, I can't imagine you having an appetite to really eat. You guys remember how he was a little chunky when he was first getting arrested back then? Was he taking 100 a day? It was like based off what he said, like how much money he was spending on pills a day. They calculated that, okay, well, at a very high end of how much a pill would cost, you would be taking like 60 to 100 pill. Even at the low end, 60 pills. Like, who taking 60 pills a day? Constipates you horribly. It's a downer and makes you tired. And I was like, I mean, I just feel like you wouldn't have an appetite to eat. And he was a lot chunkier, back then than he is right now. I think he was like, probably taking some of it, but I don't think he was like as highly addicted as how he purports it to be. There's no way he was taking that many. It's just the lies. The lies didn't add up. His rectum was shut. He wouldn't be alive. That's what people were saying. That's why during the trial we're like, this is so wild. His lies are just crazy.
Next, I want to apologize to my mother and father-in-law. Although I hate the term in-law, as they have always treated me like one of their own. Also to my sister-in-law, Mag's sister, Miriam, her husband, my brother-in-law, my nieces, who I adore. My aunts and uncles and cousins on Maggie's side. I'm so very sorry that I let you down. And I am so very sorry that I humiliated you. And I am so very sorry. And I had Buster, after this, that I have negatively affected Max and Pawpaw's memory. And legacy. I also apologize because I know, and I know in my heart, the actions that I am pleading guilty to here today and the stress from all of that.
Oh, hold on. Is this it? I could have sworn I made a video about it, but I don't remember.
How many pills were you using a day?
Depends on a number of items. Most importantly, how strong the pill was.
Okay. Well, let's talk about, let's say start maybe in January of 2021 and move forward. Can you describe to the jury what your daily pill intake was like?
Hi, Tuco.
I think at that time, most of what I was purchasing was 30 milligram pills, instant release, oxycodone. That probably mixed in with some OxyContin, which is made of oxycodone. It's just time release. I would have been taking anywhere from 1,500 milligrams maybe to maybe 1,000 or maybe 1,000 milligrams or 1,200 milligrams on a day I didn't take as much or didn't have as much, up to, I mean, there are days, many days, a lot of days, most days were more than that, and many days would be, more than 2,000 milligrams a day.
How many pills is that?
It depends on the strength.
Well, let's say it's the 30s that you just mentioned.
If I took 30, if I had 30 milligram pills,
At 1,000.
you figure 100 pills would be 3,000 milligrams.
100?
100.
So you're taking 60 a day or something like that?
There were days where I took more than that. There were days I took less than that.
60 to 100, okay? 60 to 100. I know he's a big guy, but 60 to 100. I think he lied and he messed up on the math. And then he was like, shit, if I backtrack now, it's going to really make it look like I'm lying. So I'm just going to have to stick to that 1,000 milligrams to 1,500 to 2 a day. Oh boy. And it gets worse. That trial was just a shit show. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Creighton Waters. I'm so glad that we had such a passionate prosecutor for that case. So glad he was so passionate. What was his reason for starting the drugs? Do you ever give a reason? I don't know if he ever gave a reason. I don't know if he ever said that was getting stressed. You need to relax. I don't know if he ever gave a reason. Do you guys remember if he gave a reason? No shot, buddy. See, I don't think he actually calculated how much he was supposed to say that he was going to take. Or maybe he didn't think Creighton was going to ask you, oh, how many pills were you taking? He was probably like, oh, fuck. Because, it took a long time for him to answer that. He was like, oh, man. Well, I was taking Oxy, sometimes oxycodone, slow release, yeah, Oxy, the slow release tablets. Yeah, I was probably taking 30 milligrams. Yes, there's 30 milligrams. Okay. I was probably, 1,000 a day, probably even more, 1,500. And then Creighton's like, okay, so we'll do the math there. How many pills were you taking? Well, at 1,000, 30 milligrams, 60, 100. Creighton just did not buy it. Creighton was like, this is bullshit all the way. But, oh, Lord. That's what I'm saying. If there's a retrial, there's so many room for improvement for the defense team for the next go around. If their next go around. But here's the thing. I was also wondering that, that's what I was asking you guys. If you take Oxy, do you really have an appetite or something? Is Oxy fucking weed or something where it's you're eating a fuck ton? Because Alex Murdaugh is pretty plumpy back in the day, Now he's really skinny because obviously he's on the jail food diet. But this guy lied about so many things. Should I just make a compilation of all his lies during that trial? There was a lot. All right.
Contributed to the health issues of the third of the three best men that I know.
Is he bolstering his family's legacy now? Is that where we left off? Talking about his family?
Pop tea.
This is one of the lead detective here. You see that eye thing? He was like, so where are we going with this? Just keep your eye on him, okay? He's one of the lead I think he is a lead detective. One of them is. Yep.
Think about it every day. How my actions have affected him and all of you. And it eats a hole in me. Next.
You know what his answer should have been? His answer should have been, oh, I don't know. I was so high that I wouldn't even keep count. I had no idea. It was just a blur to me. He should have said, I don't know. Instead of going up there trying to do the math and stuff like that. Boy, oh boy.
And I'm sorry this is taking longer than I had anticipated. Next is my brother Randy.
Randy ain't there. No Randy. Is there Randy?
I say that I am sorry to you because I know for a fact that the actions that I'm pleading guilty to here today have caused you terrible, terrible problems.
I actually don't know if it's his relative or not. I know Judge Newman made it a point to say that they did remove one of his family members' picture off the courtroom. I don't know if that's just another white guy or if that's just his granddaddy or something like that. I have no idea. It looks like it could be, but I don't know. I'm not sure who that is.
I am so sorry that my actions my actions alone have caused you to be so wrongly and falsely attacked, and that my actions have caused your integrity to so wrongly be questioned? Because I know, and those who know you know.
And then also, after Alex Murdaugh testified, I believe that's when Randy never came back to the courtroom. Because I think maybe Randy wanted to listen to his own brother testify to be like, you know what? Let me see if he's telling the truth or not. And then he probably saw that his brother was just complete bullshit. Because there's something about siblings that you probably know what their tell is. You know how you know someone for so long, you can kind of tell how they lie. I mean, they grew up together. So Randy probably knows what Alex's tell is. There's probably something that Alec does when he lies, but not the grandfather. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it is, but people were saying that earlier. It could be, but I don't know.
Without a doubt, one of the most honest and high integrity people that's ever walked this earth. And I hate that the things that I have done have somehow made that an issue for you. I will challenge any negative-minded person as it pertains to Randy to go and find one single person anywhere who truly knows you or who truly knows him, who doesn't have an ulterior motive, to tell you that he's not one of the most honest people that they've ever known.
Yeah, look at him go up there lecturing everyone.
And I am so sorry that I went to such lengths to hide my addiction and my criminal actions from you, because I know that you would have helped me before things got so out of control.
You never heard of a felon speaking this long? I heard Daryl Brooks spoke for a long time. I don't know how long though.
Next. I apologize to my law partners. Danny, the only one I see here, I assume you're the only one here. You as hard as it is.
Brooks spoke for more than 2 hours, telling the court he struggles to understand why this tragic incident happened. Did he really? Did he speak for 2 hours at his sentencing? Did you guys watch the sentencing for that one? 2 hours. Oh my God.
I am so sorry that I have caused so much trouble for people that I love so much. I love you, and I love each of you. I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry that I humiliated each of you. I'm sorry that I caused you to have to go through what you've been through. I'm sorry that I destroyed our law firm, a law firm that you know that I dearly love. And I'm sorry I let you down.
Can you tell us why you did it?
I'm sorry that I've caused each of you.
Oh, she right here. Her texting right there. That's our energy right now. She's like, whew, this is kind of long over here. I'm going to text. Oh, man, what should I eat for lunch today? Oh, let me make some dinner plans. Should we eat out today? Should I get some Uber Eats? Nah, I'll stay home and cook today. Her vibe right here.
You'd be questioned. Every one of you is not only one of the best lawyers
She playing Candy Crush?
that I've ever been around, but the best people that I've ever been around. Such good, such compassion,
She's still texting. She deleting something.
such smart, such giving, and such decent people. And I, again, am so sorry that I went to such great lengths to hide my addiction.
Oh, we on repeat now. She's
and
shaking her
hide
head.
my criminal acts from each of you. I know you would have helped me before things got so out of control. There's no doubt in my mind.
Because, like, if I was one of the victims, the apologies that I want to hear are from him are like the explanations, okay? Like why he did it, explaining things, you know, instead of just saying, like, I care about you, I'm sorry. I care about you, I'm sorry. I care about you, I'm sorry. I was addicted, you know, I was hiding things. I was addicted to pills. I care about you, I'm sorry. It's like, I want an explanation of, like, how you did it, how it started, the process and everything. Like, I want to hear it all, you know? Like I said, like how, like if he were to go up there and be like, oh, you know, like I started doing because I thought I could put the money back, but then I realized I couldn't, it was too much. And then I was already living this huge lifestyle and I was trying to maintain my image. And I didn't want to disappoint my family, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, shit like that, right? But like, I think for him, it's just like, well, I did it because I was greedy and I did it for myself. That's why I don't really have an explanation for you guys. But I care about you guys. I really do. You guys ever seen that movie with the chick from Gone Girl? She was in this movie on Netflix. It's called I Care About You. But what she does is she targets the elderly people and she gets the court to sign over all of like the financial stuff over to her because like the court has deemed these elderly people to be incapable of taking care of themselves. And she forces them to stay in a nursing home and she drugs the fuck out of them while draining their bank accounts. And the title's called I Care About You. It's a really good movie though. It's on Netflix. You guys should check it out. You saw that one? The one with the mobster? Yes. Good movie.
I said, Johnny, that he was a great mentor to all of us. I learned so many good things from him.
Who is he addressing?
I am sorry that I failed him. I hope one day that Johnny will listen to this so that he will know how much I miss him and I miss our chats. And he'll know what I'm talking about. Danny?
Are these the lawyers? Yeah, the movie reminded me of the new Netflix movie called Pain Hustlers with Emily Blunt. Is that movie good? I think I'm just like kind of like over the whole like greedy pharmaceutical movie shit because I watched the one with the Back to the Future guy. I watched that. It was, you know, pretty good watch. And then afterwards I watched the scary one called The Fall of House of Usher, where it's also like a family that's like really greedy pharmaceutical shit. And I was like, oh God, I'm just so over the pharmaceutical stuff right now. And then I saw the new Emily Blunt movie come out. I'm like, do I want to watch that? Is it worth watching it?
They don't make. Enough good words. For me to accurately depict how I feel about you. And you know the things that you helped me through. And you know how you helped Maggie. When she didn't think.
I feel like at some point, though, it kind of feels like this is just a filibuster. Like he's just trying to take up as much time as he can. Because I think people are just like sitting there like, okay, all right, it's been kind of long. What's going on here? What are we doing? What's up?
She had anywhere else to turn. Concerning her son. I hope you know how special you are. To me, especially.
Oh, with
Also,
Joaquin Phoenix?
For all you've done. And I mean it when I tell you that it hurts me so much to know that I have disappointed you. And I know that that is an understatement. I now apologize to every single person who cares about Maggie and about Paul. Because I know that the things that I did,
here we
that I'm
come,
pleading guilty here today, allowed SLED and the Attorney General's office
Okay.
to focus on me
All right.
and not to pursue the person or the people who hurt
No, he did not.
and killed Maggie and Paul.
The performance of his life. He was like, oh, I gotta remember to say Mags and Paul this time. If I say Maggie and Paul, people are gonna know that I'm being phony as shit. Dude, that is so crazy. He's like, guys, it's all my fault because of what I did with the finances stuff. It made them focus on me when they could have focused on the people who actually killed Mags and Paul. It wasn't me though. It was someone else. They're like, oh my God, dude. Blaming it on SLED, blaming on the AG, not him, not his fault. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is all self-serving. It's just for him. He really wants to get out of the whole murders thing. I think he's hoping that he'll do, was it 27 years? And he only has to serve like, what was it, like 85% of it maybe? Maybe he'll get out in good behavior. And he's probably hoping that the murder stuff, maybe he gets acquitted on it. Oh man, dude.
And I am so sorry for that.
He's like trying to martyr himself. It's like, it's my fault that their killers have not been caught yet, even though technically they were caught and the verdict was guilty. But yeah, the killers are still out there.
To each one of you,
oh God,
and to those who might be listening, who are not here.
Right, because he has said that before. He says that I would never hurt Mags and Paul. It's like, it's not hurt. They're fucking dead, okay? They were shot horribly, horrendously, and just left there. It's not just hurt. It's murdered.
I want to reiterate again just how sorry I am. I want to try to make sure to look at each one of you right now so that hopefully when you leave here, you will know and believe that I was sincere in my hopes that you understand how much I care about you and how sorry I am for the things that I have done.
Oh, hey, Ken, how are you doing today? What's up? Same people who did Midsommar and Hereditary. Ooh, okay, that seems like we're up my alley. A24 did a TV show with Emma Stone, and I saw the first episode of it. It's called The Curse. It's really weird, but it is kind of weird up my alley sort of thing, but it's like really weird. But if you guys are into like A24 films, check out the TV show. It's on Paramount. And I think only like 3 episodes are out right now, but you see a pee-pee in the first episode. I was like, whoa, I didn't even expect that. Holy shit show. Mm-hmm. I think there's
I'm
more.
still, as I said, after a lot of reflection, I'm still not sure how I let myself get where I did, where I could do the things that I did to all you people that I care about. I'd like to say to any and everyone who's suffering from addiction, please get professional help.
Oh, here we go. The
Don't
PSA.
let pride get in your way the way I did. I had people who loved me, who tried to help me. Many, many more people who I know would have helped me. I had resources. I had access to more resources. And I still couldn't beat it. I tried many, many times. It's just too hard. I say, please get professional help. I'm very proud, as I stand here today, to be 812 days clean.
You think this is a session of Alcoholics Anonymous, or no, what's it called? Narcotics Anonymous, NA. How old is this guy? He's in his 50s, 50, 60. I think he's, how old is Alec Murdaugh? He's 55 years old. 55. Although his hair is not as, wasn't it like a lot more redder or something? Or was it always this blonde? It's fascinating to see how crazy people think. It's fascinating to see how they operate it sometimes. But at the same time, it's so fucking creepy.
But I didn't do it soon enough. Please get help now. There are so many wonderful facilities out there with professional people who care and who do wonderful, wonderful work.
Oh, is this what you're talking about when he was bending down? Yeah, because he's technically free from his restraints, isn't he?
I would like to say a special thank you to the people at Evolve Recovery Rehabilitation Center and at Sunrise Detox for all the wonderful care that they gave me. Every single day,
Is he sponsored by Sunrise Detox? You know, you guys ever seen The Truman Show? I don't know if I can play it on stream, but there's this part in The Truman Show where he's like talking to the nurse, and then she's like trying to do an advertisement, but he's like trying to talk to her. He's like, what the fuck, who are you talking to? You can hear the chains. Okay, so maybe he's free. Like maybe the hand one is free, but maybe the chain is still linked to his like ankles or something.
That they gave me. Every single day, I utilize the processes that they taught me, and I use the tools that they gave me in hopes that tomorrow I can add another day to my total. Lastly, I want to thank.
Oh, he said lastly, we almost done. By the way, this is sped up, by the way. So this was a lot longer and more grueling. Is he proud to be clean? It's just not like, yeah, I mean, usually when you're in prison, you know, you're going to be clean because it's hard to access drugs. Have you finished doing your house? No. No, I was going to start doing my bathroom, but because my ribs hurt a lot, I can't really paint. And I bought a sanding thing too. I'm really excited to use it. But yeah, I can't really do anything. It's miserable. I can't play pickleball. I can't work out. I can't play tennis. It's hard for me to get the turkey out of the damn kitchen because it's fucking pain. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just ranting right now. He had a lot of time to get help. He chose greed and stealing instead. Yeah, he literally is a con artist, manipulator. Like, yeah. There are people like this that are just willing to do whatever they can to take whatever they can. And they don't feel sorry. They don't care. They don't care about hurting other people, you know? Hold on. Someone read something earlier that I wanted to read. Oh, am I going to watch the Jeff Lacoste interview? Yes, I was going to watch it today, but yeah, we're watching this right now. So we do want to watch the Jeff Lacoste interview. I think we'll do it sometime this week. We'll listen to the Jeff Lacoste interview, and then I actually do want to listen to Wendy Adelson's interrogation as well. It's 4 hours long, and I think we can break it up, but I do want to watch it. I think it'd be kind of interesting, because I haven't seen the interrogation yet. Do you guys remember when Alec was on the phone interview over the phone? Jim and Harpoon were asking the questions. Alex answered, yes, sir. No, sir. Jim and him are friends. So weird. When Alex did a police interview over the phone, Jim and Harpoon were asking the questions. Yes, sir. No, sir. Jim and him are friends. I don't think I listened to that. No. That would be gold. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Waters and all the good attorneys. I know. They're just like so over him, dude. So over him. It panned over to where all the law enforcement were sitting. Like there were some of the investigators there. The lawyers were there. And you can tell they're just like, oh my God, let this end, please. This guy is so full of himself. Really is.
Men and women who have sent me letters, emails, and given messages to my attorneys with genuine messages of support. They mean more to me than you could possibly know, and I appreciate it. Last thing I want to say, Your Honor, is that I am fully committed to trying to be a better person. I'm going to do as much good as possible and help as many people as I can while I'm incarcerated. I remain fully and wholeheartedly committed to finding a way to somehow make those who love me proud again.
Fully of shit.
In some small way. I appreciate each of you talking to me. I appreciate each of you looking at me while I'm talking to you. You can tell that you're listening. And I appreciate
Yeah, Mark Tinsley ain't. He's over this bullshit too. Mark Tinsley's like, I am not listening to this.
it. I'm going to say one more time. I hope you know. I hope you believe that it is heartfelt. And the two things that I hope you take away today are, number one, that I care about you, and number two, that I hate things that I did. And I am so sorry. And Your Honor, I thank you for letting me address you.
Yeah, dude, he's just trying to work the room right now. So honestly, like, I really do think he wants to reconnect with the victims just so he can, like, hustle them. He's gonna try to manipulate and hustle them, man. I hope they're careful.
Letting me address the victims. Thank you so much. Sir.
Bro, that was long. Oh boy, okay, so that was like 20 to 30 minutes. What are your guys' thoughts on Alec Murdaugh? Do you think he was being truthful in any way? You know, he did say one truthful line, and it was that people that are close to him, he hurts. And that is pretty goddamn true, because friends, family, coworkers, people that were around him, his clients, he screwed them over financially. And then Maggie and Paul, well, y'all know what happened to them. So that's like one of the most truest statements he's ever fucking said. And the part where he was like crying, like he was crying when he was trying to address Buster, I think that was probably real too, because it seems like he had a really hard time composing himself. I felt like when he was addressing other people, I don't think he really cared. I think he was just trying to put on a show, honestly, and try to probably use them for the future again. Bullocks. It felt like hours. I sped it up, so it was a lot slower. And I think it helps to break it up, because when I was listening to this just like nonstop live, I was like, oh my God, this is really long. Like, what is going on here? Like, if I was the victims, I'd be sitting there like, what the heck is, I don't know. Tune him out. But 27 years. We'll see what happens with the murder stuff, because, there's still an investigation. The state did respond to the defense's allegations about Becky Hill, the clerk of court. I always get it mixed up. Hi, Vince. How's it going? It was 100% truthful. I'm joking. To be honest, it was way too long. Yeah. So, they're going to probably do, some investigating, and we'll see what happens, because if he does get another murder trial, oh my God, I would feel so bad for Creighton and his team, because they got better things to do. Okay. They got better things to do than to retry the whole thing again with Alex Murdaugh. But, we'll see what happens. Like, if there are some really fucky shit that really happened, during his trial, then yeah, give him a new trial. But I think it would just be such a shit show. I would feel so bad. You're in Japan right now? Oh, nice. The guy in the glasses just realized he's in the wrong courtroom. I want to know who this guy is. There was a guy in the back that was recording the entire time. He looks familiar. I don't know if he's like one of like you guys know what I'm talking about? There was a guy in the back who was like recording the entire time on his phone. I wonder who that was. It's like, man, what a waste of space. You can just get the live stream on YouTube. Maybe he want to get another angle. Maybe he wants to send it to like Alex's like friends or families or something like that. But yeah, that was a pretty long one. You know who else is coming up this week? We got Chad Daybell. I don't know if that's gonna be streamed live. I don't think so, because this is actually a hearing for whether or not they're gonna have cameras in the courtroom. Chad Daybell is tomorrow. Chad Daybell hearing. A hearing on whether or not to have cameras in the court during the trial will take place November 29. So I wonder, is that going to be live streamed then? Have they been live streaming Chad's? They did, right? Did they live stream it, or they just like record the video and then post it afterwards? Because Chad Daybell is tomorrow, and he wants cameras to be in the courtroom, which is kind of surprising. I wonder why. Welcome back. Hello. How's it going? I know, the girl looking at her phone. That's funny. I think she was like maybe one of the attorneys, maybe. Attorneys, paralegal, because she was sitting with all the legal team. That was pretty funny. She was like, what am I ordering on Uber Eats right now? What should I get? What are we up to? Oh, man. Okay, so this week, so maybe I don't know. Maybe Chad Daybell tomorrow, maybe not. But I do want to get to Jeff Lacrosse, Wendy Adelson's ex-boyfriend. And yeah, I don't know. And then we'll do some more Adelson stuff. I do have both Donna and Charlie. What does Charlie have? Oh, Charlie has his sentencing. You are correct. Yeah, Charlie's sentencing is December 12th. But Donna, she ain't going to be there. Donna is not allowed to have contact with Charlie Adelson. Yeah, Charlie's sentencing will be in like 2 weeks. We'll definitely watch that. I don't think she's trying to pick her nose. I think she just got her finger there.
We're going to take a break now.
She just got her finger there. But yeah, I don't know when Donna's next court appearance is going to be. Did they mention it? I don't think I have it in my notes. Let's see. So what else do we have? I think we don't really have much going on. Oh, Sarah Boone is in January though, and then of next year. Oh my God, time's rolling by so fast. Sarah Boone, and then Chad Daybell's trial will be in April. Oof. Really? Donna's 12 too? What does Donna got? What does Donna have? Donna. Charlie Adelson is December 12. I don't see anything about Donna on December 12. Where do you see that? Can you link it for me? I typed in Donna court. Oh, maybe type in Adelson. Donna Adelson court appearance, December 12. I don't see anything. Charlie Adelson sentencing. Yeah, I don't know. Just link it to me. Just link it. The Treviso girl, that's way that's like in a year. I think it's in November of 2024. Initially her trial was supposed to be in October, but we know that was gonna happen. Treviso is why did I not have it written down? Yeah, it's like November or like October of 2024. It's way down. Larry Millet, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. His is August 26th. But yeah, anyways, I'm working on a video right now, another true crime video that I want to share with you guys. We talked about it on the stream so many times, but I just want to do a video about it because I just want to put everything together. The story's so crazy. Jim's still around. Yeah, he's right here. He's chilling, probably stressed as fuck. Yeah, I'm going to head out too because I need a break from speaking. I can't speak for too long. You are good at remembering names. I try to. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll have a new true crime video hopefully this week. Keep an eye on it. And then I'll see you guys in the next stream. We're going to do the interview with Jeff LaCrosse sometimes this week. So keep an eye on that. Have your notifications on. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, And guys, thank you so much for chatting. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for the live. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, some vindaloo. That sounds so good. That sounds delicious right now. Some Indian food. Arraignment. Okay. Donna arraignment. Arraignment. I think it's December 2. December 2? December 2? I thought she already had her arraignment. Isn't it arraignment where they just list you the charges or something? Yeah, I thought she already had her arraignment. Does she not have her arraignment yet? Oh, you know what? You're right. No, she hasn't had her arraignment yet. No. Yeah, she has to be transferred to the judge is going to overlook her case. Okay. 249. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ciao. Bye, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Shiro says bye. He's still sleeping here. Little rattlesnake. I like to call him. You're going to go binging One Piece. Have fun. Let me know what episodes you get to. I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. On Twitch, I do want to stream video games. I want to do some horror games this week if I have time. But anyways, thanks for popping in. It's good seeing you guys. Yoshi, Bleep, Fire Nitros, Vince, Long Beach, Drip. James, have a good one. Bye, Taxi, bye, Chris. Bye, Rain. Bye, Leon, Ozzy, Tam, Morden, Mariah. And I'll see you guys in a different... Bye, Torigin. Yeah, thanks for... Manager Shiro is puppered out. I don't even know why. Why is he so tired? I don't know. I'm going to hang out with him and play with him, I guess. And then I'm going to do some work. I got a lot of work stuff to do. But I hope you guys have a good one. Take care. If you're new here, join the Discord if you haven't already. Follow my socials. I don't know if it works or not. Follow socials, Discord, and I hope you guys have a good one. Bye. Take care.